All right, Shalom. First and foremost, we're going to start off by giving all praises and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakha Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Yasharada that rule well, and salutations to you Akim out in the highways and the byways, preaching his word in truth and in sincerity. This is GMS Chicago coming at you again with another lesson. And basically, what we're going to touch on today it's going to be how the law, statutes, and commandments are that's the way to live. That's the way to deal with everything. That's the way to prosper. You know, if you could start with that one. What is it, Joshua?
1:9.
1:9. You know, so this literally makes you the best of the best. You know, you follow this, you're literally going to be a high value man. You know, a lot of people in this generation want to say their opinion on what a high value man is, and they usually base it on how much money he makes. Now that's a part of it, but really what makes you a high value man is your mannerisms, how you carry yourself. You know. Go ahead.
This is the book of Joshua, chapter 1, verse 8. This book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth, but thou shalt meditate therein day and night, that thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written therein. For then thou shalt make thy way prosperous, and then thou shalt have good success.
Right. And then you should be prosperous and have good success. If you meditate upon these things, are constantly in the scriptures, apply them in your everyday life. You know, once you when you start doing that, you're gonna start seeing how everything else starts going well for you. You know. Hey, and at the end of the day, this is what pleases the Lord. So hey, he guides you through it, man. You know, but with this, we're gonna be the best in everything, man. And whatever it is that you put your hand on, if you follow the scriptures, you're going to be successful. Why do you think these other nations could never keep their kingdom going? Because they were going after their own ways, their own laws, you know, not according to the ways of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. That's why, hey, when the Lord established the kingdom here, His kingdom here upon earth, hey, it's gonna be forever, you know, because hey, it's gonna be ruled by these laws, statutes, and commandments. Which, when you read the scriptures, the Lord said what? That He thought of everything before He created it. Mm-hmm. So you don't think He thought of the best way to run this world as well? Hey, that's what the Bible's for, man. You know.
This is Psalms 25:12. It says, "What is man? It's like, what man is he that feareth the Lord Yahweh? Him shall He teach in the way that he shall choose. His soul shall dwell at ease. His seed shall inherit the earth. The secret of the Lord Yahweh is with them that fear Him, and He will show them His covenant," which is to get us back into the right way. You know, and that's what this is a part of, man. You know, even in our daily lives, it's to help you judge matters more sufficiently, man. You know, without going off. All right, people love to come up and ask us, what's our take on things? We always refer them to the scriptures, and they don't like that. But this is how you're supposed to think. You don't have any opinion outside of this. I have an opinion within inside of it, you know, because there is certain opinions that you can have with inside the Lord's word. But then that's the boundary, man. It calls us the hedge. This is the covering. You know, it's only so far that sheep can go. We go far as hell in this little, you know, area that the Lord put us in. But nevertheless, we have a standard that we look at that keeps us away from doing evil, man.
Right. This is real quick. Isaiah 8:20. To the law and to the testimony, they speak not according to this word, is because there is no light in them. This is the light, all right, that's on top of the hill, man, shining ever so brightly, showing Jake the way. You see, because anything else could take you just so far, man. But this will lead you to the kingdom. This brings us back to the Father, you know, which Yahweh Shai is the word. He's the door. All right, and that's why we got to follow this word, all right, this heavenly wisdom.
Hey, this gets you true fame, righteous fame. Hey, to this day, we're still talking about Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, men that followed the ways of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. You know, hey, Rome has had famous people, but nobody talks about them. They're hardly even remembered, man.
Right.
Yep. This is I had two of them for you. This is Proverbs 22:29. Seest thou a man diligent in his business? he shall stand before kings, he shall not stand before mean men. I mean average men. All right, and such is the case with many of those men actually mentioned. All right, Moses, okay, Joseph, Daniel. We have all these stories where these weren't just men just in a desert place who applied themselves to the scriptures. These were men who actually conducted entire kingdoms, right, and actually taught kings, and actually applied this word to all things that they were doing. All right, that's why with like Joseph and the corn, basically they applied the law of the land Sabbath.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's basically what that was. Right, and it's a couple of more examples, but basically that's basically why they wanted to take Daniel out, because they were like, well, his God is different. He don't want to worship our God, but Daniel was over all of them.
Yep.
All right, this is Sirach. This is excuse me. Yep, Sirach 24 and 7. With all these I sought rest. Matter of fact, verse 6. In the waves of the sea and in all the earth and in every people and nation I got a possession, right? Talking about wisdom. Every nation professes themselves ancient wisdom, ancient Chinese secrets, and you know, they got the long beard, they have the garment on, right?
And through the Spirit, I mean, you know, I would say that some of those ways that people say that are good ways that supposedly come from Asians and these other nations were really from us.
Stuff that comes from us.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Well, Jacob is the former of all things. You know, Jeremiah.
No. It says, with all these I sought rest, and in whose inheritance shall I abide? Right? Who's going to be on top? So the creator of all things gave me a commandment, and he that made me caused my tabernacle to rest, and said, let thy dwelling be in Jacob, and thy inheritance in Israel. He created me from the beginning before the world, and I shall never fail. In the holy tabernacle I served before him, and so was I established in Zion. Likewise in the beloved city he gave me rest, and in Jerusalem was my power. All right, wisdom. Hey, wisdom is a certain place, man. Like now, they fighting over this place for a reason. All right, because they know that that's the Holy Land, but we already know, you know, none of y'all are supposed to be there anyway. All right, verse 12, I took root in an honorable people, even in the portion of the Lord's inheritance. And we already know Israel is ultimately a people before it's a place anyway. So y'all can't take our inheritance because it's in us. All right, I was exalted like a cedar in Libanus, and as a cypress tree upon the mountains of Hermon. I was exalted like a palm tree in Engadi, and as a rose plant in Jericho, as a fair olive tree in a pleasant field, and grew up as a plane tree by the water.
Like the brother said, that Jacob is a former of all things, man. You know, Jake, you know, the Lord, I speak as a man, one of the reasons why the Lord uses Jake is because Jake is influential. Mm-hmm. You know, he made Jake to be very influential because we're supposed to be leaders, man. You know, so what's supposed to be the most popular thing on the face of the earth? Not wickedness that Edom is using Jake for. You know, he got Jake plastered all over this alphabet stuff, and even for the front guys of terrorism too. Even though he's the real terrorist, this guy's really funny. You know, but really, we're supposed to be known for being righteous. All right, a clean people is what we were known for back in the ancient world. Like that's one of the reasons why. What was his name? Kagan Bullen. That's the reason why he converted his people over back to the ways of John Hyrcanus, you know, because he remembered that once upon a time that his little hat people were they were keeping certain covenants that were of ours, you know. Well, they got that from the scriptures, and that's supposedly performed with us, man. We're supposed to be known for being righteous instead of known for the number one selling drugs and whoredom, man. Who cloned Tyrone? Keeping this man's establishment at its high point while we're falling.
Yep, I got one. This is Daniel 1:3, and the king spake to Aspenaz, the master of his eunuchs, that he should bring certain of the children of Israel, and of the king's seed, and of the prince's children, in whom was no blemish, but well favored and skillful in all wisdom, and cunning and knowledge and understanding and science, and such as had ability to stand in the king's place, and whom they might teach the learning of the tongue of the Chaldeans. And hey, I'm gonna skip down to let's see. I'm gonna skip down onto verse 6. Now among these were of the children of Judah Daniel and Hananiah, Mishael, and Azariah. It said, unto whom the prince of the eunuchs gave names, for he gave unto Daniel the name of Belshazzar, and Hananiah, and Shadrach, and to Mishael of Meshach, and to Azariah of Abednego. Right? And I'm going to skip down to verse 17. As for these 4 children, Yahweh gave them knowledge and skill in all learning and wisdom, and Daniel had understanding in all visions and dreams. And all of this comes from what? From following the law, statutes, and commandments. You know, so hey, and when you read the whole book of Daniel, it tells you that even Daniel got so far as being the president. Yep. You know, the top guy is over the top guy over all the wise men. You know, why? Because he followed the law, statutes, and commandments. Hey, there's sometimes things that we might bump into and not really understand why the Lord said this and all that. But if we follow it, hey, we're gonna see the fruits of it, man, and we're gonna see that hey, the Lord was not lying. And the Lord, and that the Lord said this for a specific reason, man, and it was the wisest thing we could have ever done. Yeah. You know, for example, one of the things is eating swine. You know, the Lord doesn't explain and say why. You know, but once you if you don't eat it and then you see other individuals eating, you're gonna see how their health is gonna deteriorate while you're gonna be healthy, man. Yeah. You see?
I've seen it.
There goes the proud in spirit and the patient in spirit, man. Would say that better is the patient in spirit than the proud in spirit, meaning that they were impatient. You know, that they just I want this now. I'm gonna just do what the hell I want to do. You know, that's the reason why Jake continues to fall, man. You know, versus if you wait on the Lord, you know, he'll show you the mystery. You know, just like even when, like the brother said with that. Well, eventually you'll see somebody that's doing wickedness. They're gonna fall by that wickedness that the Lord told you to not do. It's a learning process. The Lord teaches us like a father would teach. Observe. All you gotta know is I can do this, I can't do that, and you'll see where that admonishment guides you, man. Where that correction guides you just by hearkening unto it. But this is Sirach chapter 44, verse I started verse 19. It says, Abraham was a great father of many people, and glory was there none like unto him, who kept the law of the Most High and was in covenant with him. He established the covenant in his flesh, and when he was proved, he was found faithful. So that's what happens when you fulfill the words of the Most High. You know, he come through for you. You know, the Lord set up an everlasting covenant with our forefather Abraham that's going to trickle on down to his seed for generational wealth in the kingdom, man. An everlasting kingdom that cannot be taken, and he's going to be a part of it. Not only his seed, but him as well. That's what actually obeying the Heavenly Father is like, man. Even when you feel like you don't want to, well, you better try to convert your mind to start wanting to when you get in those situations, man, because it's the only way you're going to get through it. To understand that these things have to be so.
Yep. Fear of the Lord is beginning of wisdom. This is Wisdom of Solomon 8 and 7. All right, because hey, like the brothers are saying, man, you really apply these scriptures to everything that you're doing, you will have success, man. It says, if a man love righteousness, her labors are virtues, for she teacheth temperance and prudence, justice and fortitude, which are such things as men can have nothing more profitable in their life. All right, hey, like the brother example you brought out, like with the posts, right? They ate posts.
All right, vegetables and other,
yeah. That was temperance, man. Basically balance, right? You know that you need to. Hey, that's like us, man. You can't just eat whatever you want every day. You can't just eat fried foods. You can't just eat Harold's. You can't just eat. You know what I'm saying? That's part of wisdom. That's a part of our heritage. Now the heathen, they'll do the little mukbang videos where they just eating, a smorgasbord buffet of shit, and then they get all these diseases and stuff. They get all these blemishes and stuff, man.
Right.
Yeah, they don't have tempers, man.
Yeah, and that's really what the scripture is all about. The scriptures constantly talk about temperance, ruling your spirit, having self-control, having discipline.
Yep.
Kind of back you up, Sirach 30:25. A cheerful and good heart will have a care of his meat and diet. So you got to have balance, and the scriptures teach you that, because a false balance is an abomination to the Lord. So, you got to have balance in all these things, and wisdom gives you that balance, man, because you know how to apply your walk, using this insight the Lord has given us.
Yep.
This wisdom, knowledge, and understanding.
This is Baruch 4:1. It says, "This is the book of the commandments of Yahweh, and the law that endureth forever. All they that keep it shall come to life, but such as leave it shall die." Verse 2, "Turn ye, O Jacob, and take heed of it. Walk in the presence of the light thereof, that thou mayest be illuminated." Have that wisdom.
Yeah. You shall die if you go away from it. You keep eating pork, keep eating crab leg and all that shit. What's it called? Gumbo. Keep eating that shit. You're gonna get gout. You're gonna get high blood pressure, right? You're gonna be walking around, leaning over. Stomach gonna be fucked up. You're gonna die. You leave away from this, you're gonna die.
This is Proverbs chapter 13, verse 13. It says, "Whoso despises the word shall be destroyed, but he that feareth the commandments shall be rewarded. The law of the wise is the fountain of life, to depart from the snares of death."
Yeah, and everything outside of this brings you to death, man. In any way, shape, or form. There's things that might seem, in a sense, innocent, and you might think like, oh, this, what bad could come out of this? I'm just, not hurting anybody. I'm just, doing it. But hey, that, the more and more you indulge in that, you end up finding out that shit is unprofitable.
One more,
whatever it may be.
So, this is Proverbs 14:12. It says, "There is a way which seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death."
Yeah, there you go. You might think that exactly. You might think, this is this is better than the scriptures. This is better than this.
I can go deal with this other man's wife. I can do what I want to do. I'm a player until he get home and blast your ass.
Adultery, lack of understanding.
Yeah.
Or you should get some type of disease. Judgment is gonna come regardless, man. Okay. But when you follow the Lord, nothing can go wrong, man.
Right, exactly. Yeah, but this is 1 Corinthians 6:12. "All things are lawful unto me, but all things are not expedient. All things are lawful for me, but I will not be brought under the power of any." Because you have to really examine the things that we do, because there's some things that are lawful, but if you're out of balance with it, it'll destroy you, man.
Yeah, exactly. This is Psalms chapter 12, verse I'm gonna start at verse 6. It says, "The words of the Lord Yahweh are pure words, as silver tried in the furnace of the earth, purified 7 times. Thou shalt keep them, O Lord Yahweh. Thou shalt preserve them from this generation forever." So the fact that this isn't being on a mainstream thing, it's also a part of the judgments of the Heavenly Father that you don't deserve it. All right? The Heavenly Father is not revealed unto many because he doesn't like everybody. That's simply it. He's not dealing with y'all pride and your wicked deeds. So you know what? How about this? I just won't let you understand or get this, man. And it talks about that the wicked shall never understand. Yeah. 2/3 of our people are included. All right? This is only for the men that are of the elect, and the 1/3 that's going to make it. Everybody else, these things are done unto them in parables.
Right. Isaiah 9 or 6 and 9, it tells you that lest they repent and be converted, man. Meaning that he doesn't want to show them, because if he does, they're gonna do that, and then he's gonna have to save them. He's gonna have to be with them, but he doesn't want them, man.
Oh, well, you know why he doesn't want them. This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 19, verse 1. And it reads, "As for the ungodly, wrath came upon them without mercy unto the end, for he knew before what they would do." So, Jake's going to be stiff-necked and hard-headed, you know what I'm saying? No matter how much we give them the word, whether they hear or forbear, So that's why the Lord lined them up for judgment, because, the steps of man are ordered by the Lord. So he's leading 2/3 right to what they want, is death, man. Because the Lord said it in Proverbs 8, all they that love me, all of them that hate me love death, you see? So that's why, hey, 2/3, hey, they just can't get it because the Lord's not allowing them to get it because He don't want them to get it. You know, they scoffed in the wilderness back, you know, when He left Egypt, and they're scoffing now. They're the same spirits back here again.
That's it.
And with that, we hope this lesson was edifying and exhorting. Again, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Chakadash. The bonus to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who rule well, who tells us truth, and salutations to all the Akim pushing this word in truth and in sincerity with charity. Shalom, and until next time,
Until next time, brothers.
Ya'ar.